Have you ever wondered why some people seem to sail through life with perfect health, while others face heart problems, even at an early age? What if there was a simple way to reduce your chances of a heart attack, prevent heart disease, and boost your overall health? Well, doctor, Ellsworth Wareham, a remarkable 104-year-old heart surgeon, might have the answers you need.
Very, very seldom that anybody has a heart attack with a cholesterol of 140. Now, the factors that influence your cholesterol are things that we should know about.
Throughout his incredible career, Dr. Wareham has learned some shocking truths about diet and its direct impact on heart health.
The easiest way to get your cholesterol down is to watch what you eat.
Today we'll dive deep into his wisdom and explore the 5 foods he warns you to avoid at all costs. The last food will definitely surprise you, and it might change your perspective forever.
There's no chance of me having a heart attack.
So you're heart attack proof.
Let us say I'm dealing in an area which I understand.
Dr. Ellsworth Wareham is not your average 104-year-old. Not only has he lived through a century of change, but he also managed to stay incredibly healthy despite the typical aging process. One of the key factors behind his health, his ability to keep his cholesterol at a low and healthy level. In one of his famous interviews, Dr. Wareham confidently stated, "It's very rare for anyone to have a heart attack with a cholesterol level of 140.
Even the casein of the milk will raise your cholesterol.
But how can we all achieve such a low and heart attack-free cholesterol level?" His answer was simple: watch what you eat. Dr. Wareham explained that the secret to preventing heart attacks isn't complicated. It's not about popping expensive pills or getting the latest medical procedures. It's about making small, consistent changes in your everyday diet. Yet, the hard truth is that most people overlook these simple changes and continue eating foods that are silently destroying their health. Today, we'll uncover these foods and how they contribute to high cholesterol, heart disease, and even heart attacks. Let's break down these 5 foods that could be silently sabotaging your heart and take a deeper look at how to protect yourself. Dairy products. At first glance, dairy might appear harmless. After all, milk and cheese are staples in most people's daily diet. But Dr. Wareham, along with numerous scientific studies, has pointed out that dairy products are a significant contributor to high cholesterol levels.
Even the casein of the milk will raise your cholesterol.
A study published in PubMed Central revealed that if your daily intake of dairy products exceeds 200 grams, you may be at a higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Even more alarming, the casein protein found in milk can raise your cholesterol over time. But the concerns don't stop at milk alone. A groundbreaking study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology revealed a shocking truth. High consumption of dairy and milk products can significantly increase your risk of stroke and even raise your mortality rate. That's a huge red flag for anyone trying to maintain a healthy heart. So if you want to lower your LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and protect your heart, it's time to reconsider your dairy consumption. The good news is there are plenty of dairy-free alternatives available now: almond milk, oat milk, coconut yogurt, and more. These options allow you to cut out heart-damaging dairy without feeling deprived. Dr. Wareham's advice is clear. If you want to avoid heart disease and keep your cholesterol in check, limit your intake of dairy products as much as possible. Switching to plant-based options is a step in the right direction, and your heart will thank you for it. Saturated fats.
And one of the factors is the amount of saturated fat, and most animal fat is saturated.
We all love a good steak, a buttery baked potato, or a delicious creamy dessert. But unfortunately, these foods are packed with saturated fats, one of the most harmful components for your heart. Saturated fats found in animal products such as red meat, butter, cheese, and even many processed foods are a direct cause of high cholesterol levels. Numerous studies have shown that diets high in saturated fats increase your risk of developing heart disease. One study by the prestigious Harvard School of Public Health confirmed that consuming saturated fats leads to higher levels of LDL cholesterol, a primary culprit behind heart disease. Even if you exercise regularly, the intake of saturated fats can negate the positive effects of your workout. Dr. Wareham stresses that it's nearly impossible to exercise enough to counteract the damage done by these fats. So, while exercise is essential, it's even more critical to monitor what goes into your body. If you want to protect your heart and lower your cholesterol, the solution is clear. Cut back on saturated fats. Foods like red meat, cakes, chocolate, ice cream, and full-fat dairy products need to be limited or eliminated from your diet. Dr. Wareham recommends reducing your daily saturated fat intake to less than 10% of your total calories. But what should you eat instead? Dr. Wareham advises switching to healthier fats, like omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. These healthy fats can be found in foods such as avocados, walnuts, flax seeds, and extra virgin olive oil. They support heart health and help maintain balanced cholesterol levels. Sugar. You may have heard that sugar is bad for your waistline, but did you know that it's also one of the biggest enemies of your heart?
High intake of sugar will affect your cholesterol.
Sugar is not only addictive, but it also wreaks havoc on your metabolic processes. Research has shown that sugar, especially in the form of refined sugars like sucrose and fructose, leads to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a major risk factor for heart attacks. And it doesn't stop there. Excess sugar can bypass your body's natural signaling mechanisms that tell you when you're full, leaving you craving more. The result, obesity, insulin resistance, and metabolic syndrome, conditions that significantly increase your chances of having a heart attack or developing other cardiovascular problems. Dr. Wareham urges you to cut sugar out of your diet. While that might sound challenging, it's an essential step toward protecting your heart. Instead of processed sugary snacks, try using natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit. These can satisfy your sweet tooth without the harmful side effects. Salt. Salt is another silent killer when it comes to heart health. While it may not be as obvious as sugar or saturated fats, high sodium intake is a significant contributor to high blood pressure and heart disease. Regularly consuming salty snacks like chips, processed meats, and fast food can elevate your cholesterol levels to dangerously high levels. Dr. Wareham warns against the habit of adding excess salt to food.
There are a lot of people that take too much salt, and their food they think is flat unless they have a lot of salt in it.
We often add salt thinking it enhances flavor, but it's doing more harm than good. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, reducing salt intake can drastically improve heart health. They recommend that adults consume no more than 2 grams of salt per day for optimal heart health. But don't worry, you don't have to completely sacrifice flavor. Gradually reduce your salt intake, and over time, your taste buds will adapt. You can still enjoy delicious, flavorful meals without overloading them with salt. And remember, salt is often hidden in processed foods, so it's important to be mindful of your food choices. Processed oils. When we think of fats, we usually think of butter or olive oil, but there's one type of fat that's particularly harmful to your heart: processed oils. Oils such as soybean, corn, canola, and even margarine may seem innocent, but they contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which can disrupt the delicate balance of omega-3 and omega-6 in your body. This imbalance leads to inflammation in the body, one of the primary contributors to heart disease. Processed oils also undergo high-temperature treatments, which can create harmful byproducts like toxins and free radicals that promote oxidative stress in your body. Dr. Wareham advises against the use of processed oils and suggests switching to minimally processed oils like extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, and avocado oil. These oils are not only healthier for your heart, but they also contain beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, which help protect your cardiovascular system. And don't be fooled by margarine labeled as trans fat free. Even though it may be marketed as a healthier option, margarine can still contain trans fats, which are even more harmful than saturated fats. Dr. Ellsworth Wareham's incredible longevity and heart health are not just a result of good genes. They are a product of making the right dietary choices. By avoiding foods that contribute to high cholesterol and heart disease, you can significantly reduce your chances of developing cardiovascular problems. To recap, here are the 5 foods you should avoid to protect your heart. 1. Dairy products. 2. Saturated fats. 3. Sugar. 4. Salt. 5. Processed oils. The road to heart health doesn't have to be complicated. Simple changes in your diet, like replacing dairy with plant-based alternatives, cutting back on sugar, and opting for healthier fats, can make a world of difference. Your heart will thank you for it. If you're looking for more ways to optimize your health and potentially reverse chronic diseases, Dr. Wareham isn't the only expert to turn to. Check out the incredible insights of 90-year-old Dr. Colin Campbell, who explains how a plant-based diet can help reverse even cancer. Stay tuned for that inspiring story and start your journey toward a healthier, longer life today. Have you ever made any of these dietary mistakes without realizing the damage they could be causing? What changes are you planning to make to protect your heart? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more health tips and life-changing advice from experts like Dr. Wareham. Your heart health is in your hands. Take action now.